Boca Ice Center, home of the Florida Atlantic Owls men's hockey club. I'm Wes Moore, and we're in for an exciting game tonight against the ACDC Jacksonville University Dolphins versus the ACHA Men's 3 Florida Atlantic Owls live here on Owls TV. So last night, we saw the Florida Atlantic Owls play a lot better than they have in the past, but they still lost 3-1. That game might have been a sign of things to come about maybe this team getting better and playing better. Even with that loss, they still looked better. And they've started their season really hot. They won back-to-back games against University of Miami, one of them in overtime. But time and time again, we keep coming back to these main problems, penalties. There was 7 penalties, 8 technically last night. Then before that against USF, they lost 9-1, 8 penalties in that game. And then before that, in a 6-1 loss against Georgia Tech, they had 10 penalties. And looking at Jacksonville University Dolphins, they have a brand new program. In fact, this year, March 31st, on their post on X Twitter, they posted that they needed a goalkeeper. And a goalkeeper they do have in Connor Rose. He's very strong, very good, very quick, can handle the puck very well in net. But they started their season with wins against St. Leo and Florida Tech and even FAU last night. Last night as well, their captain, Michael Gugliotta, he scored twice. And this matchup has been very good for FAU because Jacksonville University, they are an ACDC team, so they're still developmental. But they're still as big and as strong and as fast as some of the guys at Florida Atlantic will be facing this year. One of the things that Coach Yagoda for the Owls mentioned was that he wanted to play fast. So he wanted that to be their mantra at the beginning of the season, setting the tone, big hitting, fast skating. But it seems that it might be a little bit of a problem for these Owls. They might be playing a little bit too fast, might be a little bit out of control, might have been leading to those penalty issues. But as you go to mention, ESP, we know them as extra special powers in hockey. Their efficiency, speed, and possession, those 3 things, again, are the keys for the Owls to pull off a win tonight. I'm Wes Moore, and we'll be back with y'all for Puck Drop.
shake too much. I'm going to get a wide of the players. Or I'm saluting. So I stand for my country. Let me know when you switch.
Owls versus the Jacksonville University Dolphins. Starting off with some of the scratches for FAU. FAU is not playing Sam Carozzo, Nick Andonovsky, Michael Terry, Hudson Kotze, James Janitik, and Jonathan Kolnick. And the starters for both teams, starting with Jacksonville, we got Connor Rose in goal, John Lent, Nicky Naumov, Greg Polini, Michael Gugliotta, James Polini, and David Janikowski. And starting for your Florida Atlantic Owls, we have Connor Moriarty, John Bayona, Drew Renzi, Anthony Barry, Connor Strum, Sam Watson, Justin Lopes, and Seth Fisher in goal. The puck is dropped. Controlled by Florida Atlantic, Connor Strum. Taken up the ice by Moriarty. Puck is kicked around but controlled by David Janikowski. Hip checking the boards. Puck's lost, picked up by Justin Lopes. Lopes kicked out to Lenton. Lopes fighting over the puck. Puck kicked out again. Gugliotta attempting to control it. Got an early whistle here. Looking to see the refs call. Looks like it's going to be an early penalty for Justin Lopes for cross-checking. Not the exact start the Owls want to have. Maybe the penalty was waved off. Looks like it's still going to be even strength. I apologize for that mistake. Dropped again, controlled by the Owls once more. Rimmed around the puck. Sam Watson has it. Gives it up in front of the net. Rothamich in there. Big hit. Cleared into the zone. Looks like Drew Renzi had a little bit of a problem controlling it. No problem, though. The Owls still have it. Kicked out to number 21, Carter Baker, skating around the ice. Doing a little wrap around. Fed to the middle. Given back to Sam Watson. Shot! Scored! The first goal of the night by Sam Watson on a 5-on-5. Making it 1-0 Owls. Exactly the start they wanted to have, playing it fast, playing controlled. A perfect start. It's a great pass by, I believe, Drew Renzi right to Watson, slotting it between both defenders, putting it right past the goalie, Connor Rose, who was blocked by his own defenders, probably couldn't see the puck there. The Owls go up 1-0. Controlled by FAU again, Carter Baker. Skating around with it, we have Drew Renzi. Puck kind of skirting around a little bit. No one knows where it is. But picked up by FAU, but given right back to Luke Blas. FAU holding it behind their net, maybe going for a quick change. Skating up the ice. We have Joe Congaro swatted away. Jacksonville University trying to control it. A big check there on Joe Norton. Collected by Drew Renzi. Noble taking it back. Wrapped around the ice by Florida Atlantic. Carter Baker skirting it back, turned over. Flung towards the net, but blocked by Blas. Skating down. Really hard forecheck by Florida Atlantic, getting the puck out of his grasps. Skating up with some speed, flicking the puck up was Florida Atlantic, controlled by Connor Rowe. Janikowski picking it up again with Pedri controlling, given to Naumov. Looks like he'll be a chance. FAU getting back on defense. Controlled behind the net, and it's scuttered out. Collected by Comtois Tuma. Flicked up, easily patted aside by Connor Rose. Puck is free again. Looks going to be controlled by Jake Buccigross. Buccigross looking for a player. Found it in Alex Lesko. Lesko with the puck. Moving it up. Controlled by Frank Noble. Owls trying to get rid of it. They do. Flicking it out of play. It's going to be a face-off near their ice. Jacksonville State controls it. Flicked towards the net by Nick Naumov again. Controlled again by David Janikowski. Flicked around the boards. Big hit. Collected by FAU after that. Couldn't get control of the puck, but he got it again. That's Justin Lope skating towards, knocks the defender off, but the puck did get free. Getting big hit delivered on Rocco Salvi. The puck is still in Jacksonville's possession, though. Collected by Luke Bloss, gets tangled up. Jacksonville going for a quick change while the puck is on their side. Skating feverishly towards the puck. Justin Lopes gets hit hard. Goes off the side, loses possession of the puck, though the puck is rolling towards their own end, easily collected by FAU. Jacksonville with the puck, bringing it up. Polini with it. Some moves. Semino with it. Semino tries to play it towards the net, can't get through. Collected by FAU. Puck is going to Chris Iannicelli. Feed it out. Tripped up a little bit there was Nicholas Snyder as Jacksonville State right in front of the court, just wide. Right in front of the net, a great chance for Jacksonville University, could not capitalize. Jacksonville with the puck again, could not get it through the two FAU defenders as picked up by Inicelli again as he flicks it towards the Jacksonville side. Picked up by Luke Bloss, flicks it to his teammate, but collected by Buccigross. Cross-court, cross-ice pass, put in front of the goal, was not good, easily blocked by Connor Rose. Puck's in a bit of a mess. Looks like John Norton did not know where the puck was. No problem, though. He does find it and picks it up as he flicks it towards the other side of the ice. Lent there, but there was icing. The refs are discussing something. Don't know exactly what it was. Don't think it'll be a penalty, just icing and a face-off in Florida Atlantic University's end. Jacksonville State starting to get their shots in. Flick towards the net, easily gloved up by Seth Fisher. A little scrum there with Jake Buccigross and a Jacksonville University player. Another face-off to come for Florida Atlantic and Jacksonville in Florida Atlantic's own zone. Won by Florida Atlantic, flicked up. Lent could not control it. Janikowski back there trying to get the puck. Nice poke check, couldn't get it. Oh, and that's a steal. Steele could not control again, was Comtois Dumas. Controlled by FAU in their own zone, going for a change, flicked up the ice, and Sam Watson could not control it at first, but he got it again, flicked to the side for Comtois Dumas, flicked out in front for Connor Strom, put the net and saved. A little bit of a fight there as Comtois Dumas tried to get in close to the goalie. Little bit of a scrum. Don't think there will be any extra penalties handed out. It was a great chance for FAU and a great save by Connor Rose to get on top of that and save the puck from going in. Face off, immediately lifted outside of the boards. These boards are shorter than normal due to playing at Boca Ice Center, making it so there are a lot of more pucks out of play. Sam Watson back in there against Pedri, loses, but gets the puck right back. A little bit of a scrum as the puck is flipped around the boards. Monty with the puck. Excuse me, that's Brandon Muth. Flicked in front of the net. Muth could not get it controlled by Seth Fisher. Great job by him. Staying calm, staying cool, staying collected. Lost the puck there for a sec, but it was kept out by an FAU player, and he was able to cover it up, going for another face-off in the end. Anthony Berry in there, won the face-off. Off to Carter Baker as he flicks it up the ice. Rose is back there in a bit of a dangerous position. FAU trying to control it again. Like Noble lost his, oh my gosh, what a hit. Noble lost his stick and got blown up in the corner by Anthony Berry. Looks like they're gonna hand him a penalty for that, and he was trying to get his stick. I believe they are putting Anthony Berry into the penalty box. It's going to be 2 minutes for cross-checking. Anthony Berry, bad time for that to happen. Might have lost his cool a little bit, not sure, but that was a really bad penalty to take. Any penalties are bad, of course, but some are worse than others. I only see 4 Jacksonville University players out there. So it looks like it's going to be a double penalty. One on Anthony Berry and the other one, I would assume, on Polini. Or Nomov, sorry. So he was trying to get his skate. So it's going to be 4-on-4 for 2 minutes as FAU is skating it up. Drew Renzi tries to get in there, but is eventually picked up and flicked out by Carter Baker. Rothamich in there with the puck. A little bit of an errant pass as Janikowski gets blown up by Drew Renzi in the corner. Flicked out, controlled by Janikowski. Looking for an option, cannot find it, gets hit aside. A little bit of a scrum for the puck there in the corner as Connor Moriarty controls it. Looks like FAU's going for a quick change. Playing a bit of pass between Moriarty and Baker as Baker takes it and skates it up the ice. Getting forward, trying to get him a skifty move. Cannot beat Luke Bloss, though. Looks like a shot easily saved by Connor Rose. Controlled by Lent. Lent whiffs on the shot, at least the feed. Give a scrum controlled by Polini. Polini might have an opportunity with FAU players closing on him. Bloss in there again. Pass. FAU look like they're going on a break now. That's Connor Strum with the puck, trying to put some moves on Noble. Skating around, trying to find an option, checked against the boards. The puck flicked out, nobody home. As Gugliotta has an opportunity right on net. Shoved aside, great save by Seth Fisher. Another save. It looks like it is not controlled by Fisher. In the midst of that pile, the puck was flicked around. Great job standing tall. Stolen by Iannicelli. Iannicelli trying to control it with Noble all over him. Flicked out on the open ice. Polini flicks it up. Gugliotta trying to figure out which player he's going to. It's going to be back to Moriarty. Moriarty skating up the ice. Flicked up, easily sticked by Rose, but controlled by Moriarty again. Chris Iannicelli tried to put it in front, but was not successful. Polini tried to put it in there, was not successful either, but a player has gone down hurt. Believe that is Michael Gugliotta. Not entirely sure what happened. I hope he's okay. Looks like he's going to be able to skate across back to his bench under his own power. That is Gugliotta, their captain, 2-goal scorer from last night. That is not a good loss if he is unable to return. FAU controlling it as they bring it up the ice again. Looks like there might be an option as it's put up by Iannicelli. Janikowski trying to control it. He's fighting against Nicholas Snyder for the puck. There's Pedri with it going up. Looking for any options. None are available. There's a lot of traffic in the middle of the ice. Brandon Muth. Puck put on play in front of the net. FAU, great save by Seth Fisher. Lent controlling behind his net with a John Bayona closing in on him. Puck stolen away by Justin Lopes, trying to control it against the boards. Big hit delivered by John Lent. It's like we're going to have a whistle here. What the penalty, who it will be on. Looks like that's John Lent going into the penalty box for an FAU power play. Will be John Lent for cross-checking. I believe that's what the official said as that hit into the boards after the player was down. Controlled by FAU on the power play. It's Carter Baker with it. A big hit delivered. Controlled again by Carter Baker. Carter Baker trying to find options. Found one. Carter Baker with it again. Back to Drew Renzi. Renzi back to Baker. Baker flicks it in just wide. Collected by Sam Watson. And easily stolen by Polini. Exactly read what Drew Renzi was trying to do. He's going to have a little opportunity for maybe a shot here. Shorthanded. Easily saved by Seth Fisher. Great goalkeeping. Keeping an eye on the puck. Making sure that does not tie it up. Especially shorthanded. To go to a face-off in Florida Atlantic's own zone. With 7 minutes left in this period, a minute 16 on the power play from John Lent's cross-checking penalty. My roommate Dylan Uttenreither, the equipment manager of this M3 team, telling me that the first goal was scored by AJ Berry. So I apologize for messing up the numbers. These are still temporary numbers that we have right now. Also going around in Florida Atlantic Athletics as his face-off is going off. The football team, the Florida Atlantic football team, is currently up on the undefeated Memphis Tigers. Up 13-10 as the puck is flicked up by Florida Atlantic. Anthony Berry trying to chase that one down. Shoved aside. And Gugliotta has it. Glad to see him back after that injury. Salvi with it, taking up the puck. Shoved into his own end by John Bayona. Control by Florida Atlantic. Looks like a little problem controlling that. Bad pass, but controlled by Florida Atlantic. That is John Bayona with the puck. Flicks it towards the middle, intercepted by Greg Polini, but skated up quickly. Gugliotta, another, looks like it's going to be a chance here for him, and it scored! Gugliotta getting tripped up. Puts it right in the back of the net past Seth Fisher. It's a great skill move. Get it past him. It ties it at 1 apiece. During 4-on-4 play, I did not catch that penalty. But nonetheless, Jacksonville University tying this game up with 6:09 left in the period. 23 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And Jacksonville will have an opportunity for a quick little 40-second power play. Refs are talking to Naumov a little bit, not sure what that's about. He's saying something to his teammate inside the box, probably instructions on what to do when he gets out. But after that goal, the refs are talking about something. Don't think there'll be any extra penalties assessed. And we're back to 4-on-4 play with the puck drop between Pellini and won by Jacksonville University. Owls with the puck, flicking it up. Hits the ref. Checked from behind. Comtois Dumas trying to control the puck, but checked into the board. Sam Watson delivering the big hit. Comtois Dumas trying to control the puck. Gives it away to Noble. Noble with it, skating up. Sam Watson trying to poke check. Pedri with a shot. Saved by Seth Fisher. Staying strong, staying calm. In the net, another save. Flicked in from distance by Pedri. It's going to be another face-off. Won by Jacksonville University Dolphins, controlling it, flicking it across the ice, up into the goal. Great stick save by Seth Fisher. FAU controlling, bringing it up again. Controlled by Rose, kicked out. The puck is free for Naumov to pick up and skate around as Rothamich tried to hit him with a check. Dislodged the puck. It's a big hit. Delivered. It's FAU controls, but it's getting a little caught up. The skates of Pedri. Pedri finding Gugliotta. Gugliotta trying to find room. Puts it in front. Can't get controlled by Jacksonville U. Janikowski wrapping it around the boards. Gugliotta with the puck again. Janikowski controlling. Tries to get it. Naumov has it. Naumov gets hit from behind. It's like it's going to be a tripping penalty as Gugliotta is on the ice again. Looks like he's okay, but Naumov drawing the tripping penalty to put Jacksonville University Dolphins on another power play, it would seem. It's going to be their third power play opportunity. Two minutes on Drew Renzi for the trip. Bellini talking to the ref a little bit, maybe wanting more than just a 2-minute minor. And after all that, we are going to go into a face-off in FAU zone. Both teams wanting desperately to score that goal to put them up. Controlled by Moriarty. Quick change as Lent goes out there. Big hit delivered by Moriarty. Janikowski trying to control it. Janikowski flicks it out to his teammate Pedri. Pedri takes a shot off the skate of Moriarty, put wide of the net. Muth getting a little stuck there. Pedri plays it out to Janikowski. Janikowski tries to put it on net as the Dolphins go down. Janikowski fed just wide, shot by Pedri. Sorry, Lent. A big hit on Comtois Dumas. controlled by Muth. Muth finds Lent. Lent looks like he's going to service it in and sticked aside. Great save by Seth Fisher again. Lent fed in again. It's like the puck is free in front of the net. Fisher trying to find it, but it is found by Jacksonville first. Polini puts it wide. Referee has his arm in the air. Maybe another penalty for Florida Atlantic. With 43 seconds left in the power play, another penalty is not what these Owls need right now. I think it's going to be a cross-checking penalty on number 3, Connor Moriarty, making this 43 seconds of all-you-can-eat 5-on-3. And then after that, 2 minutes of a normal 5-on-4 power play for the Dolphins. Jacksonville controlling, flicked up the ice by Sam Watson. Controlled by Lent, fed off to Janikowski. Struggles getting through the two FAU defenders. Still has possession of the puck though. Great block in front of the net. Janikowski controls. Naumov with the puck now. Naumov again. Playing it to the side by Lent. Sticked aside. A big hit delivered by Comtois Dumas. .58 seconds left on the power play. Still no damage. Flicked out of the rink. Looks like some Dolphins are calling for delay of game, but I do not think the officials are going to give it to them. It's going to remain a power play, 5-on-4. Controlled by FAU, but Naumov is there, but still again controlled by Florida Atlantic. Bad errant pass. Couldn't get a full stick on it. Was Gugliotta as the puck is free again. Drew Renzi controlling, loses the puck to Bloss. FAU trying to control it. A shot by John Bayona just high, but is controlled again by Drew Renzi. Renzi controlling it, maybe FAU looking for a bit of a line change here. The four staying up, setting up a play, flicking it up the ice, Renzi. Controlled by Rose. Finds Bloss as two players were zoning in on him. Controlled again by FAU as the power play is over. Bloss controlling. Moriarty is there. A little bit of a scrum in the middle. Flicked up. Pass just wide from Pedri. Shot wristed wide again. Moriarty blown up the side. Kippis with it as the puck goes wide. And that is going to be the first period of Jacksonville University Dolphins versus Florida Atlantic Owls. Score is 1-1 with the score. The goal from Sam Watson for FAU. That was the first period. We'll see you for the second.
What do they call him?
AJ.
AJ? You know, he's not here, so he can't say shit. I'm gonna get my Celsius, crack it open.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
Is there anywhere I can post this up? Like safely.
I got you.
Alright.
1 second. 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 Welcome back to Boca Ice Center in sunny Boca Raton, Florida. The score is 1-1 in this tightly contested game between the Florida Atlantic Owls and Jacksonville University Dolphins. First goal by FAU, scored by Sam Watson, assisted by Lozeritis. And Jacksonville University, their goal scored by David Janikowski and assisted by their captain, Michael Gugliotta, who has been roughed up a little bit in this game, saw him go down twice. He is nonetheless still playing and still performing. As we wait for both teams to take the ice again, led by Seth Fisher going back to his goal on a freshly new sheet of ice. The Florida Atlantic Owls take the ice again for the start of the second period. Jacksonville starting their second period with Numov, Noble, Kappas, Pellini, it looks like as well, Aaron Field as their 5, plus Connor Rose in goal to start out for them. For FAU, Seth Fisher in goal, Justin Lopes, Connor Moriarty, Connor Strum, Andrew Rothamich, and it looks like the last player will be Drew Renzi to start for both teams. Looks like Gugliotta is out there to take the face off, it appears. Maybe not, he's skating away. Lent going out there to replace Luke Bloss, it appears. Janikowski out there as well. Testing out the ice a little bit, maybe. The shot counter is 7 for FAU and 16 for Jacksonville University, as it is controlled by Jacksonville University, but quickly taken away by Moriarty, as Moriarty's controlling it behind the net. Fed off to Norton as Norton gives it away. Controlled again by Moriarty, loses it. Gugliotta in front of the net. Can't get anything going. Pellini sticked away. Controlled by Gugliotta, puts his shot wide. Lopes with it, given off to Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi looking for a chance. Can't find it, put it on net. Could not find the goal. Controlled by Moriarty, given to Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi skating up the ice, given to Moriarty. Moriarty to behind his net, taking it out. Loses control of the puck. And a shot quickly by Gugliotta goes right by the net. It's controlled, flicked up rather. Janikowski is back with his goalie, Connor Rose. Janikowski loses it as well. Ice might be a little sticky. Comtois with a chance, but gloved by Connor Rose. Looks like the ice still might be a little sticky from the new sheet of ice. So a lot of players are losing the puck. Gugliotta headed back to his bench. Controlled by Watson, kicked aside to Comtois Dumas. Controlled by Dumas. Fighting for it is Dumas as well. Kicked out to Congaro. Congaro to Dumas. Dumas couldn't control it. Controls it now. Flicked in front. Saved by Connor Rose. Oh no! It's a goal! Snuck it right past him. Lost sight of the puck. Looked like Connor Rose had it. It's a goal for Will Comtois Dumas. He's leading The skaters down the line. It's 2-1 FAU. So we go right back to the face-off with Anthony Berry and Gugliotta. A little bit of a stoppage here. This play is resumed. Gugliotta trying to control the pucks, kicks it aside, but it is controlled by Iannicelli. Iannicelli the goal was not from Contois, but from Joe Lozeritis. Haven't said his name much. Puck is controlled by Bloss in the corner. Fighting for it, though, is John Bayona. Still fighting, beat 3 players. Tries to flick it up, but it's blocked by Connor Rose. Controlling it is Bayona again. So he's flicking it in, but is stopped by Gugliotta. Gugliotta flicks it out to clear the zone. Shot in front, collected. Looks like that is an FAU player. I cannot tell at this moment going down. A little bit of a scrum in front of the net, protecting their goalie. It's a great chance by FAU, though. Going for a face-off now in FAU's zone. Bartoshevich trying to win it, cannot, but still collected. Pinned against the boards, but it is free. Jacksonville University with the puck, trying to skate up the ice. A big hit laid. The puck is collected by Bryce Malcolm. Malcolm's trying to skate up the ice as John Norton collects, skating up with Bartoshevich and Snyder. Bit of a chance as Bartoshevich tries to control it, cannot. Flicks it right through the legs. Looks like the Jacksonville U player looking for something there. There is nothing, no call. Collected by Norton, kicked away down the side. Bryce Malcolm misplays the puck, but is still collected again. Jake Buccigross there to try to get the puck. A swarm of players. Can't exactly see where the puck is, but the puck is free. Buccigross high. Got a little under it. Put it right into the netting, but a great chance. Saw the goalie. Tried to put it in that upper bin of the goal. It's a little unlucky. Putting it high. It's going to be a face-off in the Jacksonville U zone. FAU collecting. It's like Moriarty wants it in front. Can't get it, but collected again by Alex Lesko. Lesko trying to make something out of it. Can't, puts it in front. Great pass to Drew Renzi. Renzi in front, plays it, intercepted, but back to Renzi. The puck finds its way around the boards. A big hit laid, survives it in front. A little bit of a weak shot, backhanded in, pass, looking for someone. Probably looking for Justin Lopes. He couldn't find it, and it was easily blocked by Connor Rose in goal. Back to the face-off we go. It's won by Drew Renzi. Renzi flicking it aside. Shot by Andrew Mothamich. Scored! making it 3-1 Florida Atlantic. This is exactly what they have been looking for this entire season. Quick, fast-paced, controlled. As he finds the open man, Rothamich putting it past Connor Rose, making it 3-1 Florida Atlantic. With 15 minutes and 39 seconds left in the period, only 5 minutes played so far. Back to the face-off, Sam Watson won it. Alex Lesko trying to control it, couldn't, flicked it up. Collected by Jacksonville U as they're trying to start something back up as the tides have clearly shifted towards FAU's side. Big hit laid. John Bayona just got lit up there in the corner as Comtois Dumas controls. Let's go with it again as he gets blown up too. It's a hitting party. Everyone wants a piece as Muth with the puck controlling. Takes a shot and a big hit. Might be a penalty there. Lozeritis completely blew up Muth after he tried to take that shot. Bit of a scrum there. I was focusing on the great save by Seth Fisher, and all I see out of the corner of my eye is Muth and Lozeritis go absolutely flying through the air. Massive hit. Like the referees are settling something out, figuring out if a penalty is needed. They're talking through something, asking for the puck from Seth Fisher. They're allowing changes to happen. Looks like no penalties will be assessed from the monstrous hit laid by Joe Lozeritis as FAU puts their new 5 in. Collected by FAU. Pinned against the boards, trying to find an option is Carter Baker. Cannot find one. Looks like looks like Sam Watson is in there, but Baker ends up getting the puck. Little cheap shot given to Connor Strum. No penalties, but stolen away by Muth. Looks like he might call it offsides. Believe that is the call. FAU wearing the red buckets, the red and blue sweaters, and the blue pants with the red and blue and white socks. Jacksonville University wearing the white and green buckets with the white and green sweaters with the yellow gold pants. Puck is free, collected. Gugliotta going on a run for that. No icing called. Flicked aside by Seth Fisher. Collected by Sam Watson. Sam Watson flicking it aside. Controlled by Rothamich. Rothamich giving it up to Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi looking for something, cannot find it. Passes it aside to Carter Baker. Carter Baker loses the puck, but controls it again. Back to Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi with a slap shot right at the net. Great save by Connor Rose to just glove it aside. Drew Renzi back there, flicking the puck across the boards. Collected. Back to Renzi. Renzi with it. Back to Watson. Watson looking for something. Great poke check by Gugliotta there. Carter Baker with the puck. Put it side. Drew Renzi could not control the errant pass. A little backhand pass to his teammate back to Carter Baker. Carter Baker with the check as the puck goes free. And Seth Fisher is going to be there collecting the puck. Collected again by Drew Renzi. Renzi with the nifty move. Beats one, cannot beat the second, and Pedri has it as he flicks it down on the ice again. Controlled by Seth Fisher as he leaves it for Jake Buccigross. Jake Buccigross in a little bit of duress with a player checking him from behind as he pins him against the boards. Anthony Barry with the puck, so known as AJ Barry. Christian Uccelli fed in front. Shot by AJ Barry. AJ Barry not finding anything there. Controlling the puck right now, though. Feeds it in front. Cannot find a wide open Drew Renzi on the other side as there is a Jacksonville University Dolphins player right there to intercept the puck. Flicked in front, Jake Buccigross intercepted easily. Brought up by Pedri. Pedri with it to Janikowski in front. Nobody home. Janikowski with it to Lent. Big hit leveled as Moriarty controls it and flicks it up as his team goes back on offense. John Bayona fell down there. It's a big hit laid by AJ Barry. Another hit by Uccelli. Controlled. Lent tried to get past Seth Fisher, but Fisher was there. And here's a bit of a scrum as Lent shoves the FAU player. Cannot tell who it is right now. So Lent tried to get the shot off. Great shot. Tried to follow his rebound. Looks like that's Moriarty who's involved in the fight. As Lent is taken aside by the official. Don't know if there will be any penalty minutes given. It's like they put Lent in the box. Cannot see if they also put Moriarty in as well. Officials discussing on any penalties needed to be given out. Telling the scorers right now what the penalties will be. We'll find out in a second on who's in the box and who isn't. Players talking to the officials. Officials sorting everything out after the scrum behind the net. So he's going to be 2 minutes on FAU. That's number 4, John Bayona. Going to be in the penalty box for FAU. Have yet to see if there's also going to be a penalty on Jacksonville as well. Doesn't look like there's going to be there was a problem with the scoreboard. They have it fixed now. It was not on John Bayona. It was on, indeed, Connor Moriarty. So a 2-minute power play for Jacksonville as they try to overcome this 2-goal deficit with 11:31 left in this second period. Going to be Pedri and Bartoshevich going for it. Muth shipping it out. Blas controlled with the shot. Put wide. Pedri was there. Might have deflected it. Salvi with it. Salvi putting it behind the net for Bartoshevich. And missed by Blas as the puck is flung No icing call. It looks like Jacksonville setting up an offensive scheme for this power play. Skated up the ice by Pedri. FAU player goes down. Controlled by Connor Rose. Janikowski. Back to FAU. Controlled by Jake Buccigross as he just puts it up back into the Jacksonville University end. Controlled by Janikowski again. Controlled by FAU. Sam Watson flicks it behind the net. Just trying to survive these 2 minutes. Sam Watson with an opportunity. Gets in front of the backhand, goes wide. Could not control it. Try to score a shorthanded goal as Jacksonville goes back on the attack. That is Pedri with the puck. Pedri slammed against the boards right in front of the spectators. Puck goes through the official's legs back into the zone of Jacksonville. Jacksonville making a quick change, flicked it up towards Pellini, went wide. So it looks like Gugliotta's there to pick up the loose change, gets hit in front of the goal. Stick checking by Buccigross puts it safe, and it's going to flick right into the Jacksonville University bench, and it's going to be a face-off either behind the blue line or in the FAU zone. Looks like it's going to be in the FAU zone. The face-off between Pellini and Drew Renzi. Renzi winning it. Bryce Malcolm getting caught up. Naumov flicking it out, but an errant pass could not be controlled as Rose has the puck. Pellini, pass to Pellini goes wide. Gugliotta trying to control the puck. That's Bryce Malcolm collecting as he flicks it around the boards. Controlled by Nasame. Haven't called his name much tonight. Connor Strum with it, flicking it back up into the Jacksonville zone. A check on Rothamich. He's trying to chase down the puck. The power play is over. This is controlled by Bryce Malcolm again as he flicks it up. Knocked down by Renzi. But Justin Lopes tries to put it in front. Can't put it into a player. Drew Renzi controlling with the puck. Great defense by Pellini. Might have been a trip as Lopes blows a tire in front. Oh, just goes wide. A shot. Nicholas Snyder there in front, controlled by Renzi. Jacksonville player loses his stick. Is controlled and flicked up by Jacksonville back into the FAU zone. Bryce Malcolm gets laid out. A massive hit given by Kappas. He controls the puck again. John Norton gives it away, but nothing will come out of it as Bryce Malcolm takes it up again. Dylan Camino on him. I believe that's Lopes in front trying to wrap around. Goes off the skate of John Norton. Not a shot on goal. Jake Buccigross tries to win it. Cannot. Back to Jacksonville. It's picked off by Bartoshevich. Bartoshevich on net. Controlled by Connor Rose. Almost a rebound opportunity. But Rose did a great job controlling the puck, making sure FAU did not have any second chances. As Jacksonville is going to put a new 5 on. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left in this second period. The score is 3-1. FAU beating Jacksonville University. a whistle as the face-off goes back on. Face-off won by Jacksonville. Jacksonville skating up. That is Brandon Muth with the puck controlling in front. Sticked and stolen by A.J. Berry. As Joe Congero's bearing down on him. Makes a play. It's in front. Player goes down. That's Camino down as he gets back up. Sorry, that's not Camino. That is Naumov, the assistant captain. As FAU's trying to score another goal. A.J. Berry with it. A.J. Berry trying to put it on net. Cannot. Just goes wide. Passes it to Buccigross. Buccigross loses it and regroups. And it's stolen by Jacksonville, but they're going to call it offsides. Just barely. So couldn't get it over the blue line in time. FAU Athletics currently, the football team is down by 1, 16-17 with the football against the highly favored Memphis. Memphis is undefeated. So we go back to the faceoff. It's won by FAU. Moriarty flicks it up. Chase down, looks like it's going to be an icing call on Florida Atlantic. So we're coming all the way back to the Florida Atlantic zone. Pelini and Watson square it up, ready to take the face-off. Won by Pelini, given to Pedri. Pedri hands it off. Pedri loses it, has it given back to him. Watson collects. Gives it to Comtois Dumas. As Lozeritis tries to control. Big hit on Dumas. I think Moriarty tries to get in there. Watson blocks with his skate. Didn't know where it was, couldn't control it. Back to Lozeritis. Lozeritis controlling, bringing it up. Passed off to Dumas. Tries to put it on net. Easily gloved by the goalie, Connor Rose. It's a great chance for Comtois Dumas. He attempted to put one on goal. Face off again. Like they're gonna kick out Sam Watson and bring in Lozeritis for the face-off against, I believe that's Shane Sullivan. Won by FAU. Tried to get a shot, couldn't control the puck. Back to defend is Lesko. Lesko winning it. Sam Watson with it. Back up to Moriarty. Back to Watson as he plays it up. Off the skate of Nick Naumov. Kipper gets brought down. It's the pucks in transition. Drew Renzi beats his defender trying to bring it in front. No one home. Drew Renzi tries to fight for the puck, but it's back for Justin Lopes. Justin Lopes gets blown up on the boards. A big hit delivered to him. Pelini skating up. He has a wide open Camino. Great save. Officials call something. It's Connor Blas who delivered the big hits on Lopes. Don't know if the official just signaled slashing, but it appears what it looks like it's going to be, as Jacksonville University brings out only 4 players, and that's going to be on number 66, Zal Kappas. Kappas, the 2-minute minor for slashing, as FAU goes on a power play. Another shot, and it's scored! Short-handed goal by Rocco Salvi. Just free change given up by Seth Fisher. Just put it right in front for Rocco Salvi to put it right behind him. A couple players blocking his view. A short-handed goal is exactly what the doctor ordered for these Dolphins. Only down 1 now, 3-2 with 4:04 left in the period and 1:40 left on this power play. It's controlled by Carter. Drew Renzi controlling it again as he brings it up the ice. Tuma has it back to John Norton. Stolen by Salvi again, trying to make this a great save by Seth Fisher, sticking out his left leg pad to make the stop. What a save, as Salvi just had the chance to score 2 goals in under a minute on that breakaway opportunity. Great job by Seth Fisher standing strong. Through the cover up by Seth Fisher, we're back to a face-off in FAU zone. Polini's going to win it. No. Collected by Carter Baker as Florida Atlantic goes back on the attack. Given to Lozeritis. Lozeritis has room. Back to Watson. Watson has some space. Controlled by Baker off the boards. To Renzi. Behind the net in front. Wide. Off the pad by Andrew Rothamich. Sorry. In front to Carter Baker. Carter Baker whiffs on the first attempt, put in front, just wide. Appears that was from John Norton. As Lozeritis has another chance to Norton again behind Renzi. Renzi looking for available options. Right in front, collected. Nothing's going to come out of that by Andrew Rothamich. So he had the opportunity to get a backhanded stick on that. Goes past Rothamich, back to Watson. Watson attempting to make something happen on the fake. Could not be caught. Bartashevich had it, turns it over to Naumov. Naumov in front, trying to get past. That's a broken stick, as he could not get past the FAU defense. Carter Baker standing in there strong as he brings the puck back up. Another Jacksonville player loses their stick. So the power play expires as Jake Buchigras goes to pick up the puck. Collected bad pass. Collected by Bloss. Bloss back to Polini. Shot! Saved by Seth Fisher. Great reaction time from stopping that puck and going into the top upper 90 of that goal. We can kind of see the tides changing after a great penalty kill by Jacksonville University. FAU's going to make a quick change here, as Bartashevich is there. Take the face off against Muth. They're both going to be kicked out bringing in John Norton and Rocco Salvi for the faceoff. Won by FAU, but it's back to Noble. Noble gives it back to Norton. As Joe Congaro tries to control it, but gets hit by Muth. It's been a really good game by FAU so far. Not too many penalties. Normal kind of scrappy, fast play as we're used to, but just nifty move by Pedri. Just goes over Seth Fisher. Blocking it with his pad right over. Shot goes wide. Muth with it again. Jacksonville controlling Pellini, trying to make something out of it. Cannot is stolen by Nicholas Snyder as he gets blown up as putting it down the ice. Little over 30 seconds left in this period. Controlled by Salvi, given to Muth. Muth with a breakaway opportunity. A great save. No, it is scored. The one-on-one horrible turnover by, I believe, John Norton leads to a breakaway one-on-one for number 11, Muth. Puts it right past Seth Fisher. Nothing he could do about it. Nifty stick work. Nifty stick work from Brandon Muth as he puts it by him for that goal to tie this game up with 23.7 seconds left in this period. Number 11, Drew Renzi going in there against Pellini. Renzi, pucks in the middle. Collected by Justin Lopes. Justin Lopes with the opportunity, puts it wide. And it's a goal! Right back, responding quickly after the turnover. Believe that is John Norton making up for his mistake. That is not John Norton, that is Andrew Rothamich. Rothamich had the opportunity as the puck went right in front. Rothamich answering, making it 4-3. 2 goals and a quick 15-second mark. With 7 seconds left, will we see another goal? Played up by Jacksonville U. Collected by Connor Moriarty. As that is going in, we have a little bit of a scuffle between Janikowski and an FAU player. I cannot see at this moment who it is. It's a hit laid on him, a little late. Complaining to the official about something, as both teams will need to skate to their locker room. That was Rothamich that was involved in that little scuffle. But that's going to be the end of the second period. 4-3. Florida Atlantic is winning after the late goal by Rothamich. Looks like they're going to put 2 penalties up there. Just one, sorry, a 2-minute. No, it's going to be 2 penalties, 1 for each. Probably one will be on Rothamich and the other will be for Janikowski. As we return, stay tuned. You're in for a good one on Owl TV. Welcome back to the Boca Ice Center in Boca Raton, Florida for the third and final time of the night. The score is 4-3, but we're going to start this second period with a 4-on-4 after a scrum between Drew Renzi and David Janikowski. 3 goals scored by FAU. Last period scored by Watson and 2 from Rothamich. And the visiting Dolphins scoring 2 with Muth and Salvi with 1 goal apiece. The shots on goal for both teams, FAU had 23 shots on goal that period, and Jacksonville University had 20. The main story, though, penalties. Heck, so many times we've said this through so many broadcasts so far this season. Penalties are the issue. Penalties can make or break a team. Both teams have 9 penalties for a combined total of 18 total penalties on the game. So penalties have lost FAU games in the past, but now it's looking like some penalties might win this game for FAU. Still a whole period left to play as the players take the ice. The FAU for Carter Baker, Sam Watson, and Andrew Rothamich, and I believe that is Connor Strum. As Jacksonville U brings out Noble, Pellini, Bloss, and Gugliotta. Controlled and brought into the Jacksonville zone by Carter Baker. Carter Baker, puck gets sticked away by Noble. So Andrew Rothamich attempts to control. Puck is behind the net for Noble. Checked into the boards was Rothamich as the puck is free for Gugliotta. Gugliotta the open ice, tries to take a shot but puts it wide. Puts it wide on Seth Fisher as an FAU player was closing in on him. Sam Watson pins him against the boards, pushing him to the ground. That's Connor Strum with the puck, fighting for it. Connor Strum wins it. Goes around. Plays it out. Looks like the ice is still a little bit sticky from the new sheet of ice just recently placed. As Jacksonville University keeps the puck, Pellini is it aside, back to Lozeritis. Lozeritis with the puck, making a play. Gets stuck on the ice, can't get any farther. Lozeritis still trying to make something out of it. Muth with it, with a one-on-one opportunity with 2 Owls closing in on him as they take the puck away. It's really Carter Baker with the puck now. Plays it up to Iannicelli. Iannicelli with the puck trying to beat the JU player. As it's put up by Rose. Almost knocked down by Iannicelli trying to make a play. Rocco Salvi against the board, get hit. Lent with it in front, puts it in front, blocked. A big block to keep this game tied as the 4-on-4 ends, as Pedri and Drew Renzi are going to come out of the penalty boxes. As FAU's making a change as they wait behind the net. Taken out. Lost the puck for a little bit as Buccigross gets hit, trying to get up. Put away by Lent as Moriarty tries to make it. Gets there. The player on his back. FAU controlling. There's a guy in open ice. Drew Renzi loses the puck. Had a chance there. This Rocco Salvi gets hit aside. The puck is against the boards. Could not catch it. Jake Buccigross tried to make a play to keep the puck going, but he's going to try to get it from behind his goal as the puck is picked up by number 2, Dylan Camino. Just believe that puck has been sailed out of play. Gonna have a face-off in FAU's own zone. The 4-on-4 expired back to 5-on-5. It's both these teams putting all out on the line. Looks like they just put 2 minutes up for FAU. Did not see what it was, but it looks like Jake Buccigross is going to the penalty box for a Jacksonville University power play. Pellini going to take the face-off. Pellini out in Nicky Naumov. Referee talking to someone about what just happened. Naumov kicks it back to Janikowski. Janikowski passes it off. Back to Janikowski in front of the blue line, keeping it onside. Pellini tried to feed his player, could not get it. It's going to be a whistle blown. The referees. Referee signaling a cross check, perhaps. FAU. Looks like they're going to go down another player. That looks like Carter Baker. Not 100% sure. Couldn't see the number. Looks like it was on. They're putting number 1 up on the board. So it might have been Seth Fisher. Another player serving his penalty. Janikowski back to him as again. Gonna try to put it on net. Can't find anything. Seth Fisher is there. Nothing came out of it. A great defensive stop. But there is still a minute 20 left in the 5-on-3, and then an extra 15 to 20 seconds left for a power play after that. Pellini controlling, blows up his own player. The whistle blows. Don't know what is going to be called there. Salvi and Muth coming back onto the ice. Pedri, Lent, and Bloss with him. Gonna make a full change there. With a minute 3 left in the 5-on-3. Score remains the same, 4-3, no goals yet. You'd have to start thinking about what kind of momentum you gain from stopping this power play as Drew Renzi with the breakaway. Tries to put it on net just wide as it's deflected off the JU player with Muth controlling it again. It was deflected off of Bloss, the great defensive play. Stopped Drew Renzi on the breakaway. Lent back to Pedri. Pedri feeds it off. Back to Lent. Lent looking for his options. Puts it on goal, but is blocked aside by Sam Watson. The puck's in the air. It's free. Anyone can have it. JU player gets tripped up. Put on net. Sticked aside by Pedri. Trying to deflect it down. Ended up deflecting it up. Lent puts it in front for Bloss. Pedri is going to kick back to Lent, keeping the puck onside. Back to Lent. Should service it in. No, he's not. He's going to pass it off to Pedri. Pedri with a nifty move. Cannot get it. Joe Lozeritis trying to fight for the puck, and it's another whistle as the power plays and the 5-on-3 expire without any damage. Don't know what they're calling here, but I believe FAU will go back to full strength. as the referees are discussing what just went underway. JU has their full 5 out, and so does FAU, but a penalty for 2 minutes on number 34, Antonio Pedri. Looks like Pedri is going to go to the box for a 2-minute FAU power play. This game is still open for anyone. You would think that a FAU goal here might be the thing that ices this game. Drew Renzi plays it out. Lozeritis flicks it back to Rothamich. Rothamich, Renzi. Back out to Carter Baker. Renzi back to Baker. Baker back to Renzi. Renzi puts it on. Nothing there. Looks like it's not covered up yet. There's a rampant fight for that puck. As the player goes down, looks like an opportunity. Drew Renzi with a shot. Blocked aside. Bunch of people fighting for the puck. It's going to go to Carter Baker. Carter Baker to Renzi. Renzi blocked aside by Janikowski as Carter Baker's going to keep it onside. Drew Renzi trying to still fight for it. Lozeritis with the puck now. Lozeritis looking for options. Cannot find it, puts it behind. Oh, Drew Renzi loses control of the puck as he tries to put it in. It's collected by Carter Baker as it appears to be a line change. Lozeritis gets hit into the boards. Drew Renzi. Puck in the middle, Sam Watson. Renzi blocked aside by Lent. Great play as Lozeritis was there waiting for the puck. Could have definitely been a goal. Sam Watson with it now. Back to Bayona. Bayona back to Watson. Back to Bayona. Bayona looking for options as he gets hit by Lent. Lozeritis puts it in front. Sam Watson tries to shoot again. Doesn't go in. Drew Renzi and Noble look like they're getting into it a little bit. Shot! Looks like there's going to be a penalty. Lozeritis looks frustrated about something as there's a scrum going on between Sam Watson and Lent as they're split up. So they're putting 2 minutes for a Jacksonville University power play. It's going to go on number 5, Joe Lozeritis, to start a power play. Lozeritis in the box as JU starts this power play. Blas gets blown up as Muth controls the puck. Trying to find options. Blas again. As FAU might have a breakaway here. No, it's going to be controlled by the goalie, Connor Rose. As JU is going to go back, try another chance. Pedri. Pedri looking for options, doesn't have it, blown up by Jake Buchagras, slipping and falling. Jake Buchagras with it back. It's going to go back to the Dolphins, though. As Pellini's trying to control it. Sorry, that was Janikowski. Janikowski again with the shot on frame. Blocked aside by Buchagras. Another shot. Seth Fisher staying strong in goal. Muth trying to find player. Janikowski. Janikowski puts it on net. Just wide. Muth couldn't find an option. Though Pedri is back. Connor Rose going to give it to Pedri. Pedri's going to go for another opportunity. Goes wide past Pellini. A little bit of scruffle for the puck there. Pedri, Moriarty, Bartoshevich as Polini comes out there with it. Sorry, I don't believe that is Polini. That is James Polini, yep. As Nick Naumov comes up with that. Lent loses his puck. Going to be picked up by Bartoshevich. Nothing to come from it, though, as he turns it away. Naumov puts it off the board, wrapping around. Big hit on Gugliotta, as there's now a breakaway opportunity as Will Comtois Thomas trying to win that puck. He's pushed away by Polini. Polini small, but still pushing around the FAU Comtois Thomas. Shot, and it goes right through the 5-hole. That is Nicky Namoff with the goal to score, the goal to tie this game up at 4 apiece with 9:43 left. Again, penalties. That's right after the power play ended. FAU lets another goal go in. Naumov, number 22 for Jacksonville University, ties this game up at 4 apiece with 4:43 left in this period. Stay tuned. We'll have to see if this goes to overtime or if it's going to be a game-winning goal by one of these teams. Sticked aside by Seth Fisher. A great stop. Bowling into him. Drew Renzi. Sorry, that was not Renzi. That was A.J. Berry. Another shot put on Seth Fisher. Put aside by Fisher. Another shot on Fisher. Fisher lunges out and stick save. Out to Iannicelli. Iannicelli. The puck feeds John Bayona. John Bayona with a move. Tries to put it on. There's a rebound. Could not put it in. A.J. Berry. It's a great stand by the goalkeeper, Connor Rose. Noble with it. Noble sticks it aside. It's going to be picked up by Iannicelli. Iannicelli, there is a whistle blown by an official. I believe that's A.J. Berry going to the box for a penalty for a slash. A very ill-timed penalty for the Florida Atlantic Owls. Going to be 2 minutes of power play hockey for the Jacksonville University Dolphins. It's number 13, the penalty on A.J. Berry. Muth going to the face-off. Won by Muth. Carter Baker with it now. Carter Baker fighting over the puck, but it's won by Jacksonville U. Connor Moriarty trying to win it over. It's a very important power kill. Pedri with it. Pedri did not get a shot off. FAU player loses his stick. Janikowski in front. Gets tripped up. No call by any official. Drew Renzi puts it clear of the zone. Janikowski with it. Salvi and Bloss and Pedri back with him. Janikowski controlling, flicks it up into the FAU zone. Connor Moriarty's there. Like JU's going to go for a quick change. Lent is there bringing the pucks up. Give it back to Polini. Polini bringing the puck up. By Sam Watson, collected. Connor Strum tries to put it aside. Polini there. Polini. Lent controlling it. Bringing it back into FAU zone. Tries to find an option. Looking Pedri with it. Gives it back. Shot by Naumov. Naumov cannot get the game winner. So it goes off an FAU player's skate skills. Polini fighting with Lozeritis trying to get the puck. And Naumov is blown up. Official raises his arm. Naumov looks to be a little hurt after getting absolutely leveled by, it appears, Joe Lozeritis. It's going to be another power play. As I mentioned earlier, these games seem to be going down to who has more opportunities to score off of a power play. And right now, for the last 6 minutes, Jacksonville University has had all you can eat. 5-on-4. Buccigross tries to clear it out of the FAU zone. Polini to Janikowski. Janikowski wide. Controlled up, maybe a breakaway as Chris Iannicelli tries to make something out of nothing, maybe get a shorthanded goal here. Janikowski gets robbed by Drew Renzi. A little bit of hard checking there in the corner. Picked off by Connor Strum as Drew Renzi tries to approach him. Ask him nicely to give the puck up. Put right aside as the whistle blows. 2 JU players down. Don't know yet who that is who is slow to get up. Skating back to his bench is Nicky Naumov after getting leveled into the boards. Looks like he is okay. But that's going to tack on more penalty minutes onto these Florida Atlantic Owls. Something they don't need with a little under 6 minutes left. Going to be a minute 14 of 5-on-3. And it's going to be, after that, 46 seconds of power play unless Florida Atlantic gets another penalty, which is probably likely, knowing that this is their 12th penalty of the night. So the refs are sorting out the penalty. Might have just sent someone off. It would have been Jake Buccigross. Do not see anybody. Jake Buccigross is coming back on the ice. It looks like they're going to wave off the penalty. Looks like they believe it was incidental contact. Something not worthy of a penalty. Jake Buccigross coming back out on the ice as the 2 minutes taken away. But it is still a minute 14 left on the Joe Lozeritis penalty. Connor Moriarty fighting for it as Salvi has it, tries to put it on, but it's blocked aside. A great block by Sam Watson. They're fighting over into the corner. Shot blocked again by FAU. I think we've seen as many blocked shots as we've seen penalties in this game. And it's whiffed by Muth. Sam Watson trying to control it, getting hit up by Muth there. As Rothmich tries to join in. Can't get in there. Steals the puck from Pedri and puts it aside as less than 30 seconds left on this power kill for your Florida Atlantic Owls. And a big hit. Justin Lopes absolutely leveling number 20, John Lent. As Janikowski tries to beat Renzi, does, feeds it to Muth, Muth to Pedri. Pedri gets it stolen away, controlled again by Carter Baker as he puts it in front for Connor Rose. Connor Rose gets back to net as Lent controls the puck. Drew Renzi there ready to take on whoever he passes it to. Now Maw back to a stray pass intended for Drew Renzi. Could not get it. So opportune moment as Drew Renzi tries again. Shot on by Chris Inicelli. Inicelli couldn't put it in. It's back to Naumov after taking that big hit. He's back on the ice. Glad to see he is okay. As Inicelli tries. Puts it up. Gonna play it in for Carter Baker. Carter Baker cannot get it in. I think the whistle blew before the goal went in. Believe they called it dead as the puck was laying right inside Connor Rose's skates. They're gonna blow it dead. Believe that goal is not going to count for Florida Atlantic. Joe Lozeritis, I believe, is not going to get that goal. Refs are discussing it, and they're going to stick with their original call as the crowd voices their displeasure. As Sam Watson fights for it, but it eventually is with Naumov as Naumov tries to bring it up. Naumov plays it forward, but it appears Connor Moriarty's going to get it. Carter Baker with the puck now, playing it up. Just wide, easy glove save for Seth Fisher off of the Michael Gugliotto shot on goal. If you were curious about how the M2 team is doing down in Miami, they are currently tied 3-3 against the University of Miami Ice Hockey Club, the team that they beat 14-0 last night here in Boca Ice. They are tied at 3 apiece down in Miami at Kendall Iceplex. The Florida Atlantic football team is down 5 against Memphis, 31-26. with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So there's going to be a timeout here. The players come back to take on the ice again. Now Naumov, Pellini, Blas, Gugliotta, and Frank Noble as the Owls bring out Sam Watson, Jake Buccigross, and 3 others. I cannot see their number right now. Joe Lozeritis and Iannicelli. Bloss on the ground trying to fight for the puck, but the puck is freed up again as Noble almost had a hand on it. Bloss with it, controlling it, trying to find an open player as he just puts it down for Connor Strum to control. Frank Noble with the puck. Pellini trying to fight over it with Connor Strum again. Connor Strum all over the place. We're calling his name a lot tonight. Lozeritis with the puck again, fighting with Pellini over it. Gugliotta fighting with him as well. Noble fed out, intercepted by Sam Watson. Sam Watson, a shot blocked, patted away by Connor Rose. The goalie, Sam Watson, looks like another opportunity as two players collide on him. That's Connor Strum again. Shot by Sam Watson. Blocked by Noble. Connor Strum pulling that one out of the air. Janikowski with the puck. Sticks it up. Just hit. Drew Renzi puts it back behind Jacksonville University's goal. Janikowski puts it back in front. Drew Renzi there. Drew Renzi could not win the puck. It's going to be put back to Seth Fisher. Seth Fisher's going to keep it there for his teammate. Connor Strum could not control. Sorry, that was not Connor Strum. That was Carter Baker. Could not control the puck. Connor Strum in there again with Drew Renzi. Connor Strum trying to put it away. Renzi again trying to poke check the puck out. Drew Renzi controls. Player goes down with Justin Lopes on top of him. Looks like they're jawing a little bit. Asking each other how their day has been. Drew Renzi trying to win it. Does not, goes down. Polini puts it on, but it's blocked. Blocked by Seth Fisher, who's been so solid all night. Blas controls it again. Very different game. And a big hit laid by Blas on Chris Iannicelli in the open ice. There's 5 minutes up on the penalty on the visitor's side, but Jacksonville U is still playing with their 5. So it appears like that might be a scoreboard malfunction. Shot in by Carter Baker. Nothing's going to come out of it. Rose collects, and a fight between Blas and Iannicelli. They're both split up. Still some talking going on. So they're all split up. It was a great save by Connor Rose to stay strong as he knew Joe Lozeritis was bearing down on him. .4 seconds separating us from overtime unless one of these teams can score the game winner. A little under 20 seconds to score that game winner as the faceoff won by Joe Lozeritis. Lozeritis to Watson. Watson, puck sticked away. Lozeritis tried to get it. Iannicelli gets in on the action with Lozeritis. Lozeritis tries to win the puck, loses it for a second, not knowing that he actually won it. It's kept in, played towards the net, blocked by Pedri. Lozeritis tries to put it on as the clock expires. They're going to be a little bit more fighting, a little bit more scruffles as these two teams fight for the victory as we are going to overtime here at Boca Iceplex in Boca Raton, Florida. Stay tuned for the rest of this game. You're in for a good one. We welcome you back in to Boca Ice Center in Boca Raton, Florida for overtime. If you're also curious about the M2 game down in Miami, new addition Jackson Nieuwendyk, the son of Joe Nieuwendyk, who spent 16 years in the NHL. Jackson playing multiple years, 2 years in Canada and 2 years for Division I hockey in the NCAA for Canisius College. Scores his first goal and 2 more to make it a hat trick against Miami, as this one going to 3-on-3 overtime. Drew Renzi winning it. Back to Carter Baker to control it behind his net. FAU trying to get their first win since the second game of the season against Miami, their overtime win, where Drew Renzi scored the game-winning goal. Polini looking for options, has Janikowski. Janikowski fighting against Carter Baker for the puck. Janikowski wins it. Janikowski's pushed against the thing. Good. It's a breakaway for Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi might have an opportunity to put it on, and it's blocked away by Connor Rose. A great save, but definitely turning the momentum a little bit. Carter Baker up towards. Sticked aside by Connor Rose. As FAU still has it, Drew Renzi. Renzi trying to make the most out of his opportunity. Takes it back over the blue line. Going to avoid offsides. That's Drew Renzi still controlling the puck. Renzi with 2 new skaters. Sorry, just 1 new skater. Renzi flicks around, tries to go to the backhand forehand. Blocked aside by Connor Rose. A great stop. Number 16, Andrew Rothamich in the game now with Baker and Renzi. Renzi controlling the puck. Rothamich fighting in the corner for the puck. As Janikowski's going to get it and just put it to the other side. Controlled by Jackson University. Janikowski with it again. As Gugliotta goes off for a line change with Salvi. Salvi coming in. Immediately gets the puck. Salvi skating against Carter Baker. Carter Baker steals the puck. As Salvi goes flying down the ice. And a shot by Lozeritis. Sam Watson, Lozeritis, and Connor Moriarty are the 3 FAU Owls going against Salvi, Lent, and Muth. Trying to pull this win out with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. A big hit laid by Joe Lozeritis. Sam Watson stepping up to play some defense. Muth with it, and it's sticked away. Lozeritis with a breakaway. It's a 1-on-1. Lozeritis cannot score, just goes wide. Sam Watson takes the puck again. Sam Watson couldn't get it. Controlled by Salvi. Salvi to Pedri. Pedri blocked. Great stand as it's covered by Seth Fisher with 1 minute and 46 seconds left to go in this overtime period. It's been a great game so far. Goals scored by Watson, Lozeritis, Rothamich, 2 for Rothamich, and Watson. On the other side, Janikowski, Gugliotta, Muth, and Salvi make up the 4 for the Dolphins. The Dolphins control the faceoff. Pedri, Bloss, sticked away, controlled by Drew Renzi. Drew Renzi, pass intercepted, but kept in by Carter Baker. Carter Baker controlling the puck, trying to find options. He has Rothamich. Rothamich back to Baker. Baker trying to make something happen. Sticked away his cross-ice pass. Pedri has it, trying to win against Baker. Baker stands strong with Drew Renzi controlling the puck again. Drew Renzi trying for another opportunity. on this 3-on-3 overtime. Drew Renzi trying to find who he has available to pass to. He's going to take it back over the blue line. Drew Renzi with a nifty stick work. Drew Renzi puts it in. It's blocked by Connor Rose. Another great stop by the goalie in this overtime period. Stolen by Sam Watson. Sam Watson back to Carter Baker. Carter Baker puts it in front for Renzi. Renzi couldn't get it in. Another goal line stand for Connor Rose. As here's a breakaway. Breakaway for Naumov. Naumov can't put it in. Puts it high as Sam Watson's going to have it with 20 seconds left to go in this first overtime period. We might go to a shootout as Sam Watson puts his shot wide. Picked up 8 seconds left, 7-6-5. As Naumov goes for one more opportunity. It's fought aside by Moriarty, and he cannot score. That is going to be the end of the first overtime period here in Boca Raton, Florida. Wes Moore here with you at Boca Ice Center down in Paradise. It appears that the referees are saying that's game. I don't know if this will be going to a shootout or if they're just going to shake hands and call it. I'd assume that these players want to shoot out, but it's going to be what the referees decide is best for this game. It is an M3 Florida Atlantic playing AC/DC Jacksonville University Dolphins. Still don't know what's going on. It appears that both teams are going to the center to shake hands. That is the end. Your final score is going to be a 4-4 tie between the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Jacksonville University Dolphins. Your goal scorers again for Florida Atlantic are 2 from Rothamich, 1 from Lozeritis, and 1 from Watson. And your goal scorers for Jacksonville University are going to be Janikowski, Gugliotta, Muth, and Salvi. Your final shots on goal are 31 shots in favor of Florida Atlantic and 27 shots from Jacksonville University. This was a great game we watched. Another edition of Florida Atlantic Hockey down in Paradise. I am Wes Moore, and I'd like to thank everyone here at Owl TV, from our producer Mitch to everyone else manning the cameras, and have a good night from Boca Raton.